Welcome to the Silver Jubilee celebration, management of 11 fall 2000 up to 2025.
These are all from this 11 falls. Welcome, sir. These are about today. Share this after.
Guest Sri Conrad Sangma. Thank you so much, sir. We also welcome our guest of honor, Sri Timothy Deshira, the Honorable Cabinet Minister in charge of tourism. Thank you, sirs. The staff of Elephant Falls for that melodious item is a culmination of 25 long years of commitment, of service, and of unbounded vision for this beloved site. It is in fact a twofold celebration. Of course, we celebrate the successes, the efforts that we have made in the last 25 years. But at the same time, we look forward. We look to the future. The organization and we, the public, aspire to scale greater and greater heights of success. We are graced in this occasion by no less a personage than our Chief Minister and our Chief Guest, Shri Conrad Sangma. He is joined by our Guest of Honor, Timothy D. Shira, the Honorable Cabinet Minister in charge of tourism, as well as Shri Marathon Sangma, MLA and Chairman of the Meghalaya Tourism Development Corporation. Let us waste no more time. I call upon Wilbert Rinja, the President of SSYWO, to welcome us all officially.
I stand before you as the President of the Sansunam Youth Welfare Organization to welcome all of you to the closing ceremony of the Silver Jubilee of Management of Elephant Fall by our organization. It is a deep sense of gratitude and joy that we gather as one to celebrate 25 years of continued dedication, hard work, and sacrifice toward a shared dream, a dream to preserve, protect, and uplift our beloved Elephant Fall as a symbol of Meghalaya, natural beauty, and strength of community. It is a privilege and honor to have with us the leaders and officials of our state who work tirelessly to promote and build up tourism in Meghalaya. I extend our warmest welcome to our Chief Minister, Shri Conrad Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya. Sir, we are so grateful that you spare your...
The Chief Ministers of Meghalaya, Sri Conrad Sangma, respected Director of Tourism, respected BDO of Malayan Block, and OST of Chief Minister Sri General, thank you. And many distinguished guests, members of the Sansunam youth welfare organization, respected Jubilee Lalu, who is one of the pioneers of the tourism development in our state, invitees, friends from media, and ladies and gentlemen. It is a great privilege for me to be here to share with you joy at the celebrations of Silver Jubilee of Sansnong Youth Welfare Management of Elephant Falls. This celebration is not only a milestone for the organization but also for the community and for Meghalaya's tourism. The story of SSYWO beginning in 1996 with the youth of 5 villages coming together. It is a powerful example of how community initiative can transform a place. As we know, before the year 2000, Elephant Falls struggled with issues of cleanliness, safety, and neglect. Tourists were hesitant to visit. It was SSYWO, guided by the advice and support of elders and well-wishers, to step forward with commitment and courage to restore this place. You raised your own fund, conducted cleaning drives, appointed dedicated staff, and eventually earned the trust of the tourism department, which officially handed over the management of Elephant Falls to you on 26 June 2000. Since then, over 25 years, Sansnong Youth Welfare Organization has truly changed the face of this iconic destination. You have improved walkways, entrusted safety, built toilets, created viewpoints, protected the forest area, and maintained the falls with discipline and pride. You have generated livelihoods for local youth, supported villages during disaster and pandemic, and contributed to schools and social activities across the area. Your work has made Elephant Falls one of the most visited and most loved tourist sites in Meghalaya. A place now stands as pride of Meghalaya's tourism. On behalf of the government, I express my deep appreciation for your dedication, your discipline, and your community spirit. You have shown what is possible when people work together with integrity and purpose. As we mark this Silver Jubilee, I assure you that the government of Meghalaya will continue to support such community-driven initiatives to strengthen tourism and improve the lives of our people. Congratulations, Sansnong Youth Welfare Organizations, on 20 years of outstanding service. May you continue this good work with even greater strength in the years ahead. Kublai, Sibun, Matela, thank you.
Moves us a great deal to be recognized by yourself and your department for the work that the organization has put in this place. Thank you so much, sir. We shall now welcome you to the stage. My colleague in the cabinet, Shri Timothy D. Shira, the Honorable Minister in charge of Tourism, our officials from the Tourism Department who are present out here, Shri D. Lalu, the Chief Advisor of SSYWO, President, Secretary, Office Bearers and members of the SSYWO who are present out here, all the other dignitaries who are present out here, who have in one way or the other played a very vital role and been part of this very long, difficult, but I'm sure at the end of the day, a very satisfying journey of 25 years. The guests who have come here today, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure and I should say a great sense of satisfaction and happiness to see what a community and group of people can achieve if they put their hearts and their minds and focus on the purpose that is there in front of them. These last 25 years, as mentioned by Mr. D. Lalu and others, we heard the Joint Secretary also give the detailed report, has definitely been a very difficult journey. But as mentioned, it is a living example of what one can achieve and overcome if you put your hearts and minds together and focus on what's in front of you. San Shnong, as we all know it, stands for 5 villages. Very, very symbolic in one way. It's like 5 fingers in a hand, in a fist. All different in its shapes and sizes. But when it comes together, it's almost like a symbol of power and might. And I think this is what the San Shnong Youth Welfare Organization has been able to achieve, and the message that you have given. That when you all come together, it's like a fist, as I said, and maybe the individual fingers may be weak alone, but when they come together, they become very, very powerful. I congratulate the San Shnong Youth Welfare Organization on what you've achieved in the last 25 years. And I'm sure that there are many more years ahead where many more wonderful things will happen. Friends, tourism is one sector which I have truly believed. And I'm sure many of us who are here, many of whom who have been in the sector much before even I entered, even in 2008 as time. And therefore, we have been continuously working towards taking the tourism sector forward. As correctly mentioned by Mr. D.D. Lalu, that we have been aspiring to become one of the top 10 economies in this country. And let me tell you, it's a very, very uphill task. A very, very difficult task that is there in front of us, simply because of the fact where we start. It's almost like what Elephant Falls was in 2025. At this point in time, when I have a target of making Meghalaya one of the top 10 states in the country. And $10 billion is just a number for us, to be very frank. The numbers will keep increasing. But what is important in this entire number that we have in front is that it allows us to work towards a target, work towards a goal. We know where we want to go. And more importantly, it allows us to break this target and this goal in front of us into smaller goals and targets and work out different kind of achievable goals, actionable goals that we can achieve in every single department and sector. So what does tourism do? If we have to increase tourism to become a 20% part of our GSDP, what is it that we have to do to achieve that 20%? How much investment should we create? What policies do we have to make? How many people we have to train? How many locations we have to build up? How many rooms we have to create? How many programs we have to organize? All of this then converts into actionables. And that's really what we're trying to do out here. I'm happy to tell you that in the last 7.5 years, we are moving slowly and steadily towards that direction. It's a long journey. It's not going to happen in a matter of seconds or months or years. It takes time. Transformation takes time. But as I said, I'm happy to share that we are in the right direction. Tourism is moving forward. Different investments are being made. I don't want to go into details of all of it, but at least I can roughly share with you that even as we speak today, there are about 242 projects worth more than 3,900 crores of investments today being made in the tourism sector. This is an amount, like as I said, never before, where a special focus is being put on tourism. Tourism has always been one of our key drivers, but the kind of focus that was required by the government to really put it up at that level was not actually there. It was missing in one way. I'm not trying to compare, nor am I trying to criticize, or nor am I trying to kind of look down on any activities in the past, but I'm stating only the facts that are there in front of us. And hence, a lot of activities going on. I wish I had a screen behind me. I would have loved to share and shown the photos and pictures of different programs and different schemes that are coming up, and some of them are very, very exciting and really, I should say, is going to change the overall landscape of tourism and take our tourism to a new height. Just to give a small example of what is coming, I'm sure that you must have seen in Watts Lake, just opposite the gate of Watts Lake. I don't know if some of you have seen the construction going on. It's a construction where there are going to be some, restaurants there, shops will be created. But if you look at the overall design of how we've done it, it's something that's state of the art. If you have not gone, please go and see it. I think we should be able to inaugurate it sometime by January, February. And that is a kind of aspiration that we have for our tourism sector. And those are the kind of iconic projects that we're creating, which I'm sure, as I said, will really boost up the overall tourism circuit and tourism industry and sector in our state. Just to share a few more details, we have already finalized 3 hotels, 5-star hotels already are under construction, and another 3 more hotels, 5-star hotels, will be finalized very soon. So in the next 3 to 4 years, we expect total of about 8 5-star hotels that will be there in our state. That's a large number from the fact that we had 0 when we started. As we speak, currently we have about 800 plus homestays under construction. Close to about 200 have been completed. And our target is to have another 3,000 homestays, for which government has come out with a very aggressive homestay policy where 70% subsidy is being given to different individuals and communities to put up the homestays. Another area of importance is a scheme that we call CM Elevate. And under the CM Elevate, as you're aware, we're giving vehicles. More than 200 vehicles have been distributed to different tour operators and taxi drivers. And these are, of course, slightly luxury vehicles like Innovas, so that they can serve the tourists who are coming in from outside. Again, heavily subsidized by the government, so that it is easier for our youngsters to be able to procure these particular vehicles. At the same time, through CM Elevate, we are also promoting many other tourist-related activities. We are encouraging people to start movie theaters. Government is funding and subsidizing entrepreneurs who wish to start movie theaters. We are also promoting people to make different souvenir manufacturing industries, which is again related to tourism. I would be very happy if the Sanchnong Youth Welfare Organization can look at starting some kind of a small manufacturing unit where some kind of souvenirs can be made for the people. Whether you want to put up photo booths out here, whether you want to put up cameras out here, high-tech cameras which could take photographs and immediately give t-shirts, plates, or different kind of souvenirs to the tourists, which happens all across the world. CM Elevate is funding these kind of projects. So we'll be happy to help you with this. And this is not just for Elephant Falls and the Sanchnong Youth Welfare Organization, but it is for all the locations and states, tourist sector throughout the state, that we are happy to help you. And I hope that you will take advantage of the CM Elevate program, which is meant to promote and support the entrepreneurs. 2 more points before I conclude. Number 1, of course, is that we have been very, very particular, whether it is to do with tourism, whether to do with forest-related issues, whether it is to do with youth-related issues, whether it's health issues. Our government has always believed that for any particular model to be truly effective and, more importantly, sustainable in the long run, we have always believed that community participation is a must. And therefore, I always speak about this, that the greatest strength for us in Meghalaya is our community. And that is something that we should not forget and never overlook. And if we can combine the strength of our communities with the funding from the government and make it into a PPP, which we call a community public-private partnership, that is going to be truly the model that is going to unlock the economic potential and a sustainable economic potential that the state has. And that's why we've seen, after the successful implementation of this community-based program out here in Elephant Falls, we have now started it with the Laban Darbar, where we are going for the ropeway project. Again, another community participation project there. Similarly, we are going for many such community participation projects all over the state. So we are very happy to participate with the community, where the ownership remains with the community, the revenue remains with the community, the government comes in and invests on your behalf, creates the assets for you and gives it back to you to run. And maybe a small amount of 10%, 15% comes back to the government, so that we can use that money for other communities then in the future, and we can help the other communities.
So this model is something that we're very happy with, and I really hope that we'll be able to work with the Sanchnong Welfare, Youth Welfare Organization here in Upper Shillong in the Elephant Falls area, so that we can take this particular model forward. My last point, which I'd like to share with you, is regarding the toilets. Now, this has been something that I have been speaking to the tourism department for a very, very long time. And it's really a very simple idea which I've put forward. In fact, I've made a very long note on it. And that's how we're going to start with Elephant Falls. And my thinking was a very, very simple thought. And that thought is that when a tourist comes to Meghalaya, he or she may have the worst experience in terms of the food they eat. I'm saying may. I'm not saying they will. I'm saying they may. And they may have the worst experience in terms of the place they stay in, or the worst experience in whatever way. But if they go back to any part and back to their home, and they tell the people there that, you know, my experience, Meghalaya, I didn't enjoy much. But you know what? The toilets are really nice. I think if that one statement can go, I think that really will speak thousands and thousands of words and marketing for us. So that's really what my point is. Yes, we will work obviously on good food. Yes, we will work on good accommodation. Yes, we will work on everything to be perfect. But even if others are not perfect, can we at least make the toilets perfect? I think that's really what I want. Really. I think, and you know why it's important? Because it doesn't end with toilets. When we have the toilets perfect, everything else starts becoming perfect. That's really what it is. It's somehow it links up. It creates a chain reaction, a domino effect on us then focusing on every minute micro detailing that will make the experience of the tourist like no other place can give. So that's how we started, and hence I spoke to all large companies. Every single big cement company, large companies which have got industries here in Meghalaya, or industries which are ready to give CSR to us at the national level, Coal India, Oil India, ONGC, all of these organizations. And I have told them that I want toilets from you. And I want really good toilets. And so there's one particular cement company that came forward, and they are happy to make the toilets out here. I had the design of the toilet. I wish I could show you. You would love it. In fact, I think it looks like a restaurant even. In fact, it's so beautiful, the concept they have shown. And it's going to be very sustainable. And of course, the looks are going to be amazing. The utilities are going to be amazing. The entire funding is going to come from this particular company. I told Dr. Vijay, please select the locations and give it to me ASAP. This company will make 2 of them as a pilot project. So I guess he came here and he checked out, and then we got the land. The issue was the land. Actually, we're not getting land. Land is always an issue. So we're not getting land anywhere. You won't believe it, even to make toilets. People are not giving us land. But I'm so thankful to you that you have agreed. So let me share with you, I think you had concern that who will run the toilet, or you will be running the toilet. It's your toilet. We're not going to ask for any ownership. You will be collecting the money, the funds, everything. We just want to make the toilet nice and give it to you. And like that, I think there's one more location which we have selected in, I think, Watts Lake, or I think Sora, I can't remember. So there are 2 locations which we're starting with. I will show the designs to you right now. It's on my laptop. Can you just get my laptop out? So I'll show it to you, just to at least to the office bearers. And I'm sure you'll like that. And that's what we're doing. So really our target is that. But while we do that, let me just send a larger message to the people of our state that it's not just going to be tourist locations. For me, the way I'm seeing it is that let us embark into this mission mode where we look at government offices, where we look at schools, where we look at health centers, where we look at public places. In all of these locations, we have to work towards having really good toilets that are maintained well. And as I said, anybody coming into Meghalaya any of our citizens going into any of our block offices, PHCs, CHCs, schools, should always say that, whatever the case may be, nothing is good, but at least the toilets are great in Meghalaya. I think that one thing, if we can achieve, I think it's going to be a great thing. And it's not about achieving that one goal. As I said, it's a domino effect which happens to then run into other things. So that's really what is driving me. And I have spoken, as I said, to many organizations, whether it's in East Jente Hills in general, or Bernie Hut area. And these are industries that are there on CSR mode, all government offices, all government hospitals, all the schools, in all these locations, we are going to work towards ensuring that we're able to get this. I don't think I can do it, of course, in 1 year's time. It will take us many years to reach the target. But as I said, every long journey starts with the first step and with the right intention and the right vision. And that's what we are placing out here. So again, Elephant Falls is going to show the way for the rest of the state, where we'll start with this wonderful and excellent toilet facility out here. And I can assure you that it will be maybe one of the best toilets in the entire country. That's how good the design is, but the maintenance has to be done by you. You have to maintain it, and as I said, you have to run it, and I'm sure that yourselves and all the tourists who come here will definitely remember these facilities that are going to be provided out here. So I won't take much time. Once again, would like to congratulate the Sanshnong Youth Welfare Organization and all the office bearers, the previous office bearers, all the advisors, and of course, at this point in time, I wasn't aware of Mr. Shom's contribution and his entire work, or his the decision that he'd taken. So I think it's a great moment to thank him also, and Mr. Didi Lalu, and all the pioneers who made this happen. So really great, and thank you so much for inviting me here, and I wish you all the very best. I also would like to inform you that from the department side, the Honorable Minister was supposed to mention it, but he was in his speech mode, so I guess he forgot. But from the tourism department, I'm told that Honorable Minister has decided that he will be contributing 10 lakhs immediately to the community-led infrastructure scheme. And of course, that's just the beginning. So let's start with the 10 lakhs, and then of course, Tourism Minister is giving 10 lakhs, so I'm sure Chief Minister will give something more than 10 lakhs later on. But let's start with the 10 lakhs, and let's take this forward, and let's continue to build on this amazing partnership that we have had, and all of you have had together, and which has really created a great example for the whole state to see and to follow. I wish you all the very best. May God bless each and every one of you, and may God bless our beautiful state of Meghalaya. Kublai Shibun, Mathela, and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words of commendation, of encouragement, of always standing by our side. Thank you also for laying down your vision and your ambitions for the tourism sector and for our state as a whole. How fortunate are we to be led by a person such as yourself, with so much vision, with so much drive and dynamism, as Didi Lalu has said. Cabinet Minister in charge of tourism. Ms. Brenda Pakington, MCS. Shri Tusandha Marwain, the BDO of Millam C and RD Block, as well as Shri Daniel, thank you, the OSD to the
Youth Welfare Organization for Kegidan datri gijiwari nakabda jafisya te idir gijiwa rokhi te rokma rokai tam next jawari John Bon Jovi ko always. It's nothing but some feelings that dissolved on eternal. It's been running since you left me. Now I'm drowning in a flood. It's me, I've always been a fighter, but without you, I give up. And I can sing a love song like the way it's meant to be. Well, I guess I'm not that good anymore. But baby, that's just me. You say we'll love you, baby. Always, and I'll be there forever and a day. Always, I'll be back till the stars will shine, till the heavens burst, and the world's alright. You'll be on my mind, and I love you always. All the pictures and you'll be behind these memories. I put different lights in the mirrors now. So the man's got wanna make you happy, saying goodbye. Wanna get you through my fingers, through your touch your lips to holding you and say your prayer. Try to understand. I've made mistakes. I'm just a man. Where it goes, where it goes, where it stands the world. Even minutes to be around each other. We deserve to know. You say you till the end of time. We'll love you. One more try, we can back up all the things that I want. Find the place where the sun still shines. We'll love you, baby. Always, I'll be there forever and a day.
Diwali. Thank you. The Sansunam Youth Welfare Organization today is very, very, very fortunate to have the presence of a young, dynamic Chief Minister. I'll tell you why in a moment of why we are fortunate. And we also have the Tourism Minister with us, Mr. Shira, whom I have known for a couple of years, and he has with him in his constituency some things that are very unique. Well, also welcome the Director of Tourism, Mr. Marwain, and other dignitaries who are here. And I can see Bablu from Jivas, who has been also part of this success story here. 25 years has just gone in a blink. And I can't help but remember when we started MTDF with Mr. R.J. Lingdor. R.J. Lingdor used to say that tourism is a huge cake. And if you try and eat it alone, you're going to have some indigestion and big problems. So you got to share it. And we lived with it when we started Elephant Falls. We did go on a bumpy ride in the beginning, but it stabilized. And as it stabilized, we also saw the opportunity of improving and increasing the footfalls, not only here in the Elephant Falls, but in other tourist destinations. The advantage that we can take now, and especially with the young dynamic Chief Minister who, if I recollect correctly, sir, that you announced a 10 billion economy. And when you did that, I was wondering, I said, how? How is that possible? But then as it unfolds, I saw the projects that you've come up with. I saw the policies that you've come up with. And then I realized that yes, it's possible. Because tourism can be about a 25 to 30% of that 10 billion dream. So I'm sure under his leadership, we will get there. The experience of our tourism minister, he's been in politics, I don't know, for 20 years, and he's got a lot of experience. I respect him for a lot of inputs that when I do sit down with him, which I share. And I still remember one of his stories when he said that about the paddy that grows on top of a rock. Now, that is one species which I was always looking for him to share with us. It's something that is unique. So I'll have to bother you for it and get those details from you. The information and destination and new destinations that we have can only be enhanced and can only come to public notice if only we advertise. And we have done so in this place. And when I look at Bablu, in the year 2003, when we were still short of cash here, we started printing these little tickets for City Hut Dhaba. And they carried the picture of the Elephant Falls. And whoever bought that ticket, an entry ticket, also got a 10% discount when they go to his restaurant. So it was not only him, but his brother also. So those are the small beginnings that we had. But to come back to what we are in the modern world, I happened to sort of witness in Edinburgh the digital motion, the display of digitized and motion advertisements, which I feel that
maybe in the years to come, if we can have such an infrastructure here where we can showcase our different destinations, Southwest Khasi Hills, West Khasi Hills, Garo Hills, which has been left more or less neglected, rather, if I may use the stronger term. We could bring this together in a kind of an infrastructure that will be visible for the footfalls that we have here. The average footfall that we have in this place is about 400 to 500 per day, and which includes children, of course. So can you imagine if we have just about 100 people witnessing the different tourist sites? We will be definitely having repeat visitors to our state. We will also have visitors to our new destinations. So this is a thought which I'm sharing with you. And sir, if this is possible, we can put our minds together and get it going so that we achieve that 10 billion dreams. And another thing that we would definitely need, and we thank the government because we just heard that the toilets are going to be upgraded to an international standard. It is always a very big pleasure when you travel down to Guwahati to at least visit the toilets in Jivas. And that is the kind of standard that we expect that can happen here. And we also have a commitment from Bablu here to raise the bar of our hospitality. That is, the way they serve, the way they treat people, the way they greet people. That is another commitment that we already extracted from him. And we should be starting that shortly with your help, Bablu. The investments of different take is the investments of cleanliness and goodwill. See, investments come in different shapes and sizes and forms, but do we invest on cleanliness? As the town is getting more and more cleaner, the municipality has these young boys and girls who are sweeping the streets. It hasn't gone unnoticed. I've met so many of these visitors who come from outside. They're saying that Shillong has become remarkably clean. So if we invest more on cleanliness, I'm sure it'll attract much more people and they will have a very positive impact on it. These kind of value that we invest on can only grow and mature as we learn from each other. I will not take much of the time. We've had an exhaustive kind of narration of the history of Elephant Falls. But I would, to conclude, end with a testimony which was written by Mr. Ashom. When I sent an invitation for him for today, he replied back, and I'd like to read this to conclude my speech. He says, "Dear Deepak, I fondly recall the bold step we had collectively taken to hand over the management of the Elephant Falls to the association. At a time when the area was plagued with criminal activities and a persistent cause of concern, that decision transformed the site into one of the most popular, well-managed tourist destinations in the state, generating both revenue and sustainable livelihoods for the local community. The credit of the remarkable journey truly goes to SSYWO for their dedicated and consistent management over the past 25 years. Please convey my heartfelt congratulations to them on this significant milestone. I would certainly like to attend the ceremony, but regret my inability to do so as I presently come to Bangalore on some personal work. Thank you once again and for remembering me. Warm regards, Arindam Son." So this is a testimony from him, and he was the man who sort of got it all started. Thank you.
Gọi sao nào? Jingrakhe biar berkreat tinggi nilai kebola kita ini Jingrakhe siapa? Kalau dia namai kemudian kata don't stop me now. Let's just go them to queen. Ghana.
Thank you so much.
We'll be in the ground.
You can't think very much, gotta you get home. Yeah, it feels like you're home. The world's down the Louisiana, just to come home. You get home. Yeah, it feels like you're home. You get home. Yeah, it feels like you're home. Thank you. Took all this and allowed it to transmit great big kill for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should know what's made of this brotherhood of man, or whatever that means. So why sometimes when lying there just to get all I want in my head, I am feeling insecure. So when waking morning, I step outside and I take to bed. I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? Right? And I say, hey, 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 hey. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, I said, hey, what's going Well, I tried, oh my gosh, I tried. I try all the time. Innocence is too strong. Oh my gosh, I pray. Like when I'm single day, forever we'll try. So why sometimes you lie, just to get away what's in my head. For a destination. Thank you so much.